Hello, everyone. This is Master Allen and Mrs. Naomi here, and Lad somewhere around there too. So we just got off a very important call with all the licensed childcare providers in the state of New Jersey. This call was held by the Department of Health for the state, as in conjunction with the Department of Children and Families for New Jersey.
So we just want to give you all the heads up and keep you updated on what has been going on and where we stand. I know that a lot of people have a lot of questions, and we wanted to just answer those questions for you. So we specifically asked them, what do you guys recommend that we do? Do you recommend that childcare centers close? Their answer was
no. They do not recommend. They're not recommending that childcare centers close. Any daycares, and furthermore, they specified it is appropriate for licensed childcare centers to remain open despite public schools closing. This is directly from the Department of Health, Department of Child and Family, what they're saying.
Yeah, so the schools are following the guidance from the Office of the Governor, where they have banned gatherings of more than 250 people in one place, which very quickly happens in a public school. However, we are way below that number in any of our classes. We never have 250 children all at once. However, out of, we want to make sure that everyone is supported throughout this time. We know that a lot of people's lives are changing because of these changes that are happening to the schools. In your daily life, your schedules are changing. So Zentai has good news for you. We are going to be providing you with the curriculum for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. You are going to have access to our classes directly online, so that you can continue training with your kids. We are only a few weeks away from belt promotion. We don't want our children to lose sight of what this is all about. And this is a time, Ms. Rand, where we need that sense of normalcy for our children. Yes, it's super important.
A lot of health professionals, what the concern is a lot, especially when it comes to kids. As you guys already know, the death toll for children due to this virus going around is 0. In China, everywhere around the world, it's 0. No kids have died. They're actually trying to figure out why, how that's happening. They do can contract the virus, but they often just, or 100% of the time, have recovered completely from it. So what is the concern? Well, the concern is psychological. What kind of psychological impact is having on our children? Going in the sense of emergency, of urgency. We already know by psychologists that anxious parents equals anxious kids. So a lot of anxiety going around. Where am I going to get my toilet paper from? This kind of stuff is passing on this anxiety to the children, and that is a really, really big concern for psychologists right now. And what is the impact that it's going to have on our children. Absolutely. So we want to take care of this part.
Yeah, we don't want our children to feel like they're falling behind in their training. What is going to happen? We have students that in a few months are going for their black belt. So we want to make sure that everyone has that peace of mind. Also, a lot of parents are reaching out to us saying, Miss Naomi, what am I supposed to do with my kids for 2 weeks at home? I'm going to go crazy. So we are going to provide you with skills. This is not just for our members. This is going to be for the whole community, where we'll give you tips and crafts and games that you can do at home. Some of them involving maybe toilet paper, so that you can absolutely keep the children busy, mentally engaged while you are at home, and keeping that sense of normalcy as well. Because we serve families and communities we are in that tri-state area where, some of the districts have called.
Right, like Bergen County.
Tri-County.
Right, in Bergen County, but we also serve, naturally Hudson, Essex, other towns, other places. So it's bigger, the community and the perspective that we're, outlook that we're taking on this, and that's why we're following a lot of direction from the state directly, as well as working with our local officials. As you already know, Naomi is an elected official in Essex County, so we get a lot of firsthand information directly from the Department of Health there on what's going on, what are the protocols, what should be followed, what can and cannot be done, directly with the state, and also we host the nearest big hospital around here, Clara, Mass. So we, as a township of Belleville, have been very close in contact with Clara Mass Hospital and keeping the pulse on what's going on and the risks involved with everything happening. So rest assured, we're spending all of our days working and researching and finding out exactly what should and should not be done. sanitizing our environment, doing everything that we can. So we're on top of that side of things.
Yeah, we wanted to just share with you what can you do during this time then, because we understand some people feel that they have to be doing something.
So although we are not being recommended to not have people here at Zen Time, because we don't have a community, above 250, so it doesn't pose that kind of risk. Are we going to have evening martial arts classes?
Yes, sir, we will. We are going to be having our martial arts classes from home, and we are recruiting all of you parents to
You're promoted.
That's
I
right.
officially promote you. I don't know what the ritual is, but to assistant instructors. Parents, you are assistant instructors. You are in charge now. But we're going to help you. So you're only assistant instructors. Chief instructors are still here at Zen Time. So we will be giving you all of the resources you need to keep it fun. Guys, turn off the news. Don't let your kids start listening to all this hype and scare and stuff like that. You shouldn't be listening to it, but if you're going to listen to it, at least don't listen to it in front of the kids. What should the environment look like for your kids? It should be clean, safe, healthy. That's our priority here at Zen Time.
Absolutely.
3 things that we're focusing on, all of our stuff: clean, safe, healthy. That's the same thing you should be prioritizing at home. Then you want to make it fun. You want to have a happy place at home. Turn on some music, pull out all those old board games, do everything.
Yes.
Make sure it's fun, entertaining, that this is not like they feel like they're now imprisoned in their house. You don't want to take care of the children psychological needs in this place. That's why we're going to be offering curriculums even for free online for our parents. We do have special curriculum that is for members only, that they will be able to continue ranking up and testing, pushing it through our app. So make sure you do have that app downloaded on your phone. That'll be just for our members. But in addition to that, we're going the extra mile and providing free content for the community that they can do at home, fun games that they can do, drills that they can do, because you don't want your kids sitting around for 2 weeks, because they're probably going to drive you nuts.
So we just recommend to keep that sense of a schedule. It doesn't have to be like they would, waking up very early when they're going to school, but keep some type of schedule. This is lunchtime. This is outside play. Go outside, get some fresh air. In your backyard if you can afford to do that. But we also understand that the reality of many families is that they cannot not go to work. Mm-hmm. Why? Because we serve a lot of first responder families. Yeah. We serve a lot of families that are they're hourly workers, and if they do not go to work, then they cannot afford to put food on their tables.
Calls is coming in right now. That's
right.
We have calls coming in all the time, all day, of parents obviously very concerned. Mm-hmm. Our recommendation for all the parents that we're saying, if you can stay home from work, do so.
Absolutely.
Keep your kids at home. That's the safest thing that you can do, minimizing the exposure to other kids. Although this place has been sanitized and clean, you want to minimize the exposure to other kids. That's the recommendation, right? So we're recommending that to all of our parents, to everyone who calls us. That being said, for some parents, it is simply not an option. Yes. Now, this comes in many different forms. Some of them are financial. And we're well aware that, although this virus hasn't killed any children, 3.1 million children die every year of starvation, malnutrition. 3.1 million every single year. That's a big number. And that happens because parents don't have the resources to provide for them. So that's a very, very real, big issue that parents are faced with if they work on an hourly rate, they work daily, and that's the money that they use to put food on the table, and they're doing it. That's a reality for some people. And I think for some people who are not in that situation, sometimes it's hard to look at it. Because money I can replace. I can get money tomorrow. I can only do that. I can, put money out of my savings, out of my 401k. I have something to get by. That's just simply not the reality for all of the families that we serve. So we need to keep that into perspective. Not only that, there's some families that do have some savings, but can't take off of work. Why?
Why? Because they're first responders, because people's lives depend on them going to work. So that is
medical professionals.
Absolutely.
So many people are sick now. Where they're going? To the hospital. What do they need? Doctors there. Those doctors have children. Where are those children going? Well, they're not hanging out in the hospital. right? So
Yeah.
they need services.
Absolutely. So that's one of the reasons why Zentai is committed to continuing to serve our community in this time of need. We are here to support you emotionally, physically, and watching your children, giving you a safe, healthy place, clean place for your children to come while you go to work, because you have no other choice. So we'll be accepting a very limited amount of healthy children.
Yes.
And everybody understands what are the guidelines that we need to follow. Continue to follow those guidelines, and those children can come to us. We will be providing that day camp throughout the week. Some districts don't know when they will be reopening, so we will be here. You will be hearing from us every week. We'll be hosting them as needed, but it's a very limited amount of children. So we are going to put at the end of this video the link if you really need this. Once again, we reiterate that this is for people that genuinely need this. We've had parents texting us saying, "You guys are lifesavers. I don't know what I would
tears.
do." It really is. It's one of those really difficult decisions for people to make, and we understand also the concern for others when they say, "But why are children gathering in this place?" Well, I want you to tell you one thing. We've been following the Department of Health guidelines from the moment that we opened, because we've always had an after-school program, and those are our standards, not just as a martial arts or as a business, but as a child care provider. We've been following the standards. If your child is sick, 24 hours fever-free before returning. We have all of our staff CPR and first aid trained. I've been a public school teacher for more than 15 years. We know what these signs are like. We're talking to our parents who are medical professionals, nurses, doctors, getting their recommendations as to how can we step it up even more. Right. We want to go above and beyond to provide you that peace of mind.
That being said, we have our normal standards that we already upkeep. We've obviously gone above and beyond, and we'll talk to you more about that if you're enrolled in our camp and you have Absolutely. That need, right? If you don't have that need, stay home, keep your children home. If you have that need, you are a medical professional, first responder, police, EMT, fire, you need to go out and work.
Absolutely.
Or you just need to go out and work, right? You have no other option. If you are there and we're having that conversation, we're gonna, explain to you what are some of the additional protocols that we're taking into place to keep it even higher, the standard of health that we want to keep here. Because again, that's our focus. Clean, safe, and healthy environment. So we have to up it during this time a lot more, and also minimize the amount of people that we are accepting into our facilities.
All right.
We need to get that person to watch our live.
That's right. So to summarize, Zentai will be providing online courses of all of our classes, and we are going to also continue to keeping track of attendance, and this is the way we'll do it. You're going to take a picture, you're going to either post it on our family group, or you're going to send us
fun.
Send us a video of your child training, and every class that you document, you're going to get a ticket for Easter basket.
We already got it ready. Boom!
We got it ready right here. So you're going to get a ticket. Make sure that you get it done. If your child says, "No, I don't have to go to martial arts. Martial arts is closed," show them the basket. It's loaded with awesome stuff. Zentai ball. We've got cotton
jelly
candy.
beans.
Tons. Oh my God.
All fun stuff for Easter. That's going to be fun.
That's
Again,
right.
Talk to your kids about Easter. This stuff is coming up. These things, keep them happy. Keep them enjoying life, loving life. The world is not falling apart.
That's
We're going to be
right.
okay. This too shall pass.
Absolutely. Let's be good role models. And I've been saying this from the beginning. You cannot lead from a place of fear. We are their parents. They're looking up to us to see if it's going to be okay. And what do we say? It's going to be okay. Whatever it is, the world has not changed in the way that I love you, in the way that I care for you, in the way that people in the community are caring for each other. I remind you, there are seniors in your area. Check in on them. Make sure that they have the essentials. This is a great time for the children to do some community service. You might limit the exposure, but also go ahead, leave a little basket of things for the seniors. Do that.
Work on a garden outside your house.
That's right.
If you have a backyard, work on a garden. That's
Absolutely.
something nice to do. Get them out. Don't keep them cooped in. You can avoid the crowds, the masses, but
Cabin fever.
Go out. Yeah.
Cabin fever is real.
Yeah.
Guys, we love you all. We are here to serve you. We're here to answer all your questions. Post them. We can respond them. Text us 201-431-5425 if you have any other additional questions. We love you. Stay focused. You cannot lead from a place of fear. So take a deep breath and put it all in God's hands. We love you all.
4 seconds in, 4 seconds out.
That's
So
right.
we teach the kids all the time. Stay calm. Be a good leader.
Bye, all.
Bye. Have fun. Have fun. More fun. You can always have more fun.